What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos Kush Renata from the channel Frost and Fist, and welcome to this video. So this is just a real quick tip. I'm going to go table down and show you guys what it is that I'm working on, and it's just, I was working on this dreadnought and highlighting it, and one of the things I've always struggled with is how do people know where to spray their airbrush when they're when they're airbrushing. Where do they know how to put those highlights down, exactly where to get sprayed? What is overspray and mess, and what is a highlight? So I've been working with Freak on this a lot lately. I've been watching some YouTube tutorials, and so I just want to show you guys where I sprayed my highlights. Let's take a look. Alright, so like I said earlier, I've been practicing some of Freak's airbrushing tutorials. I've been practicing, with my airbrush lately to get down highlights on my models. And one of the things I've always struggled with is, where do I put my highlights? Where do I put my airbrush, right? How do I know where to spray? And that's why I've encouraged him so much to do more Freak's airbrush tutorials with specific models. So that way, for me, the noob to airbrushing, so I can see exactly what it is he's spraying to put these highlights on there. And he recently did the Space Wolves commission for Atlas, who also requested Black Space Wolves. Very much up my alley. That definitely was something that perked my ears up, because that's definitely something I can learn from. And so, working with Freak some, and watching his airbrush tutorials and just listening to what he says and watching his commission, I finally got around to highlighting my dreadnought. And what I wanted to share with you is, where did I spray? Where did I highlight? So of course, I'm not talking to you guys from a point of view of somebody who's a master of an airbrush. I'm still a noob at this. I'm learning with Freak, but I want to give you guys kind of the perspective of someone who's barely learning, like the old magazine, Highlights for Kids, right? Because only this time it's going to be highlights for a Mythos. So I'm going to grab my airbrush here. Guys, I really am not supposed to drink anymore, so my whiskey glasses have been repurposed into being the cleanser for my airbrush. It's where I put my airbrush whenever it's not in use. So all I've done is I've taken my airbrush here, and about this angle, so right where the top meets the front panel of the airbrush, I've sprayed the front panels there, because as Freak has gone over with me, that seems like the most likely place that the sunlight would first strike is across those top panels, and it gives it a decent gradient back towards the black at the rear. So just a quick, from the front here, spritz, over this side, spritz, and that is my highlight from the front and the top. Okay, then I've come to this leg panel back here, just as if light were coming down at an angle and bouncing off the side leg panel there. So I've just taken that right there, spritz, and what I'm spritzing, by the way, is I used some Administorum Gray. So anyways, so I hit that side panel. Now of course it seems unlikely that light would hit it so perfectly, it would hit it from both sides, but I didn't want to do the highlight on one side and not the other, so I turned it towards the side and get this corner of the leg panel as well. Spritz. Now I know this isn't completely done up yet, this is not ready to go and perfect. This is literally, I just did my prime coat, my base coat of a Batten Black, or the equivalent. I've been using the P3 range recently, but yeah, my base coat of black, I did the little bit of water underneath the dread there, and that was it. So this is literally from my base coat, me just starting on some highlights before I start fitting in some edge detail. This is my work in progress of this dread, and I just wanted to take the time to show you guys, because I always wondered, how do people know where to put their highlights when they're airbrushing, where they're spraying? How do people know where to spray? So I just want to take a moment to show you guys where I sprayed. Not from the perspective of someone who's an expert at it, but someone still learning. I hope, guys, that maybe you can take something away from this if you're interested in airbrushing, because I figured maybe I'm not the only person who doesn't know where do I point this freaking airbrush, right? Where do I spray? So, just wanted to leave you with that thought. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you liked this quick tip on where to highlight my Dreadnought, then grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Smash it with this axe right here. Pa, pa, pa. Anyways, drop me some comments down below and let me know what you thought of this quick tip. And any airbrush tips that you might have for me, because I'm learning from Freak, but I definitely enjoy learning from all of you guys as well. And of course, if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, then Freak and I would love to have you as a part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.